Welcome, everyone, to season 13, episode 12 of The Will Reads.
What
Yo.
What's up?
We need to bring that
back
back.
to the 90s. Nice. Yeah, new intro music. Yeah, a little bit about that. We kept getting copyright strikes. Every time I tried to change the intro music, I would buy the rights to the music, and then someone else would sell the rights to someone else, and then they put copyright claims. So I just made music, and I decided just to make it my own. So
did you copyright this so that when people steal it, you can take their money?
Well, I got receipts. I'll go back and put a copyright strike on them.
Good.
Yeah, noise. Anyway, so we do have a new patron. So give a quick shout out to Danny. Danny.
Oh, Danny boy.
Danny boy, this episode is for you.
Ooh, yeah. So.
Or Danny girl. Danny's one of those names. Could
I think
but,
it's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Danny girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode's for Danny girl.
Stop.
Yeah. Anyway, cool times. Yeah, that's all the announcements I got. New music and new Patreon. So, hey, we're winning. Starting out the week all right.
Progress.
I guess starting out the week, ending the week all right. I don't have work tomorrow, so. Woo.
Oh, look at you. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Are you like off until the week after next, until December?
No, I just took the day off, or tomorrow off.
Okay.
Just because my daughter's birthday is Saturday. So I figured I would take the day off and prep / build a patio / take my other kids to Target to buy a present for her.
Smart, nice. Man. That's a very ambitious task to do. Is you get up at 3 a.m. to get started?
Yeah.
Are you not sleeping tonight?
I never sleep. Do you not know this already? Like, I don't sleep. Like, I don't. Anyway, that is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, personal life. What is going on? What did I even do last weekend? What day is it? It's Thursday. We have like a whole week. I don't even remember what I did last weekend now. We had people over. We went to a bunch of kids' birthday parties.
Kids and life and work and yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Happy birthday, String Flame. Woo!
Woo! Happy early birthday.
Yay.
Yep. So what did you guys?
This episode's also for you. Here you go, String Flame.
Yeah.
Co-sponsor. I shared my one eventful thing this week with you already, Alan. So just so y'all know, when I go to work, I'm fairly professional, but I'm still me. Like, I go around work saying what's on my mind. I don't hold back for nobody. I don't care who's around. If somebody comes up with something dumb, I let people know that I think that's a dumb idea.
Right.
And I complain about the stuff that deserves complaining about. And I make the occasional comments that if the wrong person heard, like, I'd have to go to HR. So the other day I'm working diligently, and I get this email from our director, which is like 4 levels of supervision above me. And CC'd was his number 2, the person just beneath them. And it was a very pithy and direct, if you were on the 2 line of this email, I need to know if you are going to be in office on Tuesday and available at 9:45. And I was like, shit, like this could go either way. I'm either in a lot of trouble or I might be getting an award or something. I never, that's how I work. It could literally be, might be both for all I know. Well, and so I responded, I'll be in the office. Just let me know where you need me, yada, yada, yada. Didn't hear anything back. And so I went to my supervisor. I was like, do you know anything about this? He's like, no, I haven't heard anything. I was like, well, see what you could find out, because I'm not trying to be anxious all weekend long.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know anything about it, but later in the day, the director sent out another email, and it had like 6 of us on the 2 line this time. And he was like, all right, seems everybody's available. If you're on this 2 line, I need you to be down in the main conference room on the 1st floor at like whatever, dress nice, that sort of thing. And I looked at all the other names on the 2 line, and it's all like high performers, like people the agency depends on. So like, I don't think I'm getting in trouble. I think we're getting a coin and a handshake or something.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. But
that's next Tuesday, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving. So that's good. Got that going for me. I think it was also funny. I think my paranoia was well founded because when I got that and I went to talk to my supervisor, he was like, "Not gonna lie, I also was concerned trying to find out because it could have gone either way." I was like, you know me, you know the wrong person complains where this is going. Look, man, I don't hold back.
Yeah.
He's like, but also you're a great worker. We can't lose you. So I'm thrilled that this is what's going down. I was like, all right.
Awesome.
Well,
how about you, Chris?
I appreciate you guys moving things to Thursday. It's like whenever I leave the state, I get sick. So we went to Atlanta for a wedding, and we left Thursday night, had a massive game night Friday night with friends. We played Catan for hours. It was fun. Then we went to the wedding on Saturday, and then came and during the travel went to visit my grandma in a nursing home. So that might be where I got sick.
Yeah.
And then came home Sunday. I started dragging. Monday I was horrible. Tuesday not so much better, and today is probably the first day where I feel like myself again. And we're traveling again.
I'm glad you're bouncing back.
Yeah, but we're traveling again this weekend to see grandma because she's in a nursing home and she's got a lot going on. So she wants, needs love and support. And so, I'm going to see her as often as I can.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Keep her in your thoughts.
We did game night. We did game night last night. We had people over to game night. It was fun.
Did you? What you guys played? Yeah. We played Skip Bow and Catan.
We played. We didn't play Catan. We played blank space or blank slate. That was one. Joe Name It and Cash and Guns.
Oh, those couple of those I've never heard of before. So
yeah, I never heard of Cash and Guns. Someone brought it over. It was fun. They have like little foam guns, and everybody holds it up, and you point it at someone, and then you can surrender, and you don't die that round. But then you have blanks and real bullets. So, but then you have all your cash. It's a heist. So if you don't die, or if you die or get shot or get surrender, you can't take part in picking out the heist.
Gotcha.
Money for that round. So you have to weigh your options. It's really strategic. Like as far as like if like 3 people are pointing at you, it might be best just to go ahead and surrender and not take cash that round rather than because if you take three bullets, then you're out of the game completely and you automatically lose. So.
That sucks.
Bro, I'm from the bad news. I'm fighting every single round. Surrender.
But you get 8 bullets.
If I put my hands behind my head, it's to do that Bruce Willis thing from Die Hard where I reach back and get that Glock strapped to the back of my neck.
It's the most American game ever. It's just like guns. You get 5 blanks and 3 bullets. So you have to be strategic on when you use your bullets too, because you only get 3 bullets to use.
Yeah. People from other countries listening are like, my God, they literally even play games about shooting each other, and they wonder why they have
in each round, one person flips to be the Godfather. So if you're the Godfather, like the Mafia Godfather, if one person's pointing the gun at you, you can tell them they have to pick someone else. You can do it for one person, but if like 3 people point at you, you can only do it for one. And you also get first choice of the loot if you're Godfather, but you flip forward each round on who gets to be Godfather.
You try to shoot me on this day, the day of my daughter's wedding.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. It was fun. It was good time.
Did anybody give the say hello to my little friend line?
It would have been great. No.
Nobody did? What a lame group of friends. Not going to lie, Alan.
Ozzy, I feel you.
America never ceases to me. You know what makes it worse? You know who brought that game over to play it? My pastor of my church. All right.
Yes. Guys, I got a good one. All right.
That's
how you know. It's America.
Well, the reality check of what's going on in my world this week is we have had the Charlotte Web happening here. And when I tell you,
I love the name of it. I'll be honest.
I do like it. I'm two-sided on it. One point I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's neat. The other point is like, you couldn't have been creative and come up with your own name. But like,
I'd be tagging the city like radiant, humble. Sorry.
When I tell you, like, my commute's gone from like 45 minutes in the morning down to 20 because people are not going to work. People are not stepping outside.
I've heard that.
There's like 60 local, like within a 15-mile parameter, like 60 businesses completely shut down. Even the little taco food truck is gone. Like, when I tell you the cleaning people are nowhere to be seen, I
didn't realize the first generation immigrant population y'all had until it hit the news.
Bro, 30,000 kids, 25% of the school's population did not show up on Monday of this week.
Yo,
25%. Like, that's enough for us to lose our federal money for the school systems. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. And when I tell you, there have been moments where there are trucks driving up behind me and following way too close and for way too long. I'm like, I only look Hispanic. I am not. Like, I'm at the point where I'm carrying pictures of my passport on me because
just show me your papers.
Now I'm flipping out on somebody. Like, I'm like, nigga, I'm from bad news. Like, this is how it's gonna go down. Like, either you're going to leave me alone, or
is it just protesting ICE agents? Is that what this is? I've not been watching the news.
Oh no, when I tell you,
no, they're doing a big crackdown. ICE is doing a big crackdown there.
Okay.
They've arrested almost 300 unidentified people in Charlotte this week.
Okay, they were in Virginia Beach a few weeks ago, but like it went out all over over social media.
When I tell you, it's like the protests are big, they're all on the streets, like, but they are literally, I mean,
and supposedly they're moving in on Raleigh, North Carolina next. Operations there.
They already started Raleigh today, but they're staying in Charlotte. They were going to leave Charlotte and go to Raleigh. So unidentified means we have no idea who it is they picked up. So Waterholic asked, they're not releasing the names who they picked up. So like literally family members are just disappearing off the street right now. And we've Miss Sylvia and a few others that work in my office that do different things. Like, haven't seen them in a week. Haven't seen them since Monday. Like, I had people breaking down, like coming to my office breaking down. I'm like, look, I wish I could tell you things are going to be okay, but like, take the Venezuela thing off the back of your car. Like,
don't draw attention.
Draw no attention to yourself, and like, come to work, go home. That is it. Get your groceries delivered to the house.
Are y'all familiar with the deep web conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat type conspiracy theory?
No,
that the major players in the world, politicians and people in power, they've known for quite some time that there is a dominant alien race because they've met them, and the dominant alien race demands a certain number of humans. And so they'll let us have this facade that we're in control and that things are going as usual, but we keep finding different excuses, wars, and we'll open the border and just let people in, but nobody knows where to go in, and then we're snatching people up off the street. They are trading these bodies as human sacrifice to appease them.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
Yep.
You're on the wrong podcast, sir. That's happening on Thursday nights.
I don't know. Maybe I should have played this one.
I feel like our handful of live listeners just logged off. They're like, Ian lost it.
Demonetized. So much for that new music.
Always said that, and I think we are all in agreement. You got to cull the herd, and this is one of the many ways that it's happening.
Yeah, different sides go after different folks for different reasons, and
I just find it
man.
out there like changing what is defined as a profession. And they're taking nurses and stuff out of the field and teachers are no longer going to be considered professionals. What?
I'll read up on that and get back to you, but there's a purpose behind that, because even like physicians assistants and stuff are getting pulled from that list and certain medical stuff. But it has to do with like how things are categorized and how money flows and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I get it. I completely understand that part, but still.
Yeah.
I mean,
On the surface, it just sounds ridiculous.
It does. And yes, read up more. Let me know. Share some stuff with me so I can read up. But
Yeah,
I'm like, nah, I don't understand this.
yeah.
I'm about to come live
It's
with Waterholic
ridiculous.
Ozzy.
Yeah. Go live with Waterholic Aussie. Go,
Chris, were you a big Dave Chappelle fan?
Yes.
All right, so hopefully I don't step on any toes by saying this, but instead of carrying your passport, if the ICE person that pulls you over is of the correct age, you could just moon them, and they'll be like, "Oh, old black ass. Oh, why didn't you say so?" No, yeah, that's your ID.
There you go. Yep.
Although well, never mind. I was about to ask about how your tan line looks, but I don't need you describing that to me.
No, I'll tell you right now. Like, I'm trying to get as light as possible because that's my secret weapon. So
Yeah, that's not supposed to be funny, but
that's horrible. Like,
it's so ridiculous.
I was sitting in a room full of dark people, and I was like, I don't have anything to worry about. My wife looks at me and she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'm just not going to go outside for a while and grow my beard."
Oh my gosh, costume change.
Costume change.
I was like, my ancestry says.
Oh man.
Anyways, you ready to talk about some real time? Let's change
This is no, this is on point for where we're at in the series. So yeah.
Let's call it a stand. Let's call it a stand.
Yep.
Chapter 27. So Egwene, she's reads a letter from Darlin, acknowledging that Rand has grown more erratic.
Uh-huh. I'm wondering when this letter was really written.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, the new Rand is, as far as we know, is not erratic. So, like, the new Rand, I mean, mind you, she met the new Rand. So, and the new Rand's the one that made this guy like king or whatever. So,
right.
I'm like, has there been stuff happening in the background that we're not aware of right now? Because when the different people flash to Rand, when Perrin flashes to Rand, he sees an agitated Rand. So I'm like, what are we missing right now?
Well, Rand, we know where Rand is. He's in Abadar. No, he's
I
not
know, but whenever like
Perrin thinks
about Rand,
he was there fixing it up.
Then we get a Rand that's slightly agitated.
He's not.
I picked up on that too, and I was like, well, that doesn't match up to the Rand we just left, because he was pretty calm and like, hey, everything's groovy, baby. We're gonna fix it all.
Correct.
He's in Bandar Evan. Sorry, Bandar Evan.
Yes, he is in Bandar.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fixing that jacked up place that he left to die before.
Maybe that's what he's a little bit agitated. Maybe he's frustrated with himself for leaving it to die. But
yeah.
Either way, we got Egwene reading this letter from Lord Darlin, and he's like, yeah, if stuff keeps hitting the fan the way it is now, I'm not bringing you my army. Like, I need people here to defend against the Trolloc. We've had the worst attacks since the Trolloc War, so
yeah,
it's just not going to happen. And she's like, this man was bold enough to put this in writing. Like, there's no denying it's his, and there's no like getting a person to lie or kind of sway the truth. Like, this is in writing. So she's like, well, let me write back to him and tell him, look, here's the deal. I'll make sure that if the ish really does go down, we have enough portals for you to get back to where you need, even though it's like, I don't know that I really can, but I'm going to.
Yep. She also writes a letter. Go ahead.
I mean, this comment could go later, but it goes at any point of like this section. I don't know how I feel about what Egwene's doing in general, because she's kind of trying to gather like-minded people to be in opposition of Rand. And, if you gather the wrong people that are like opposite of Rand, like, I want to go kill him, that's bad. But you might get folks like that in your group that are very adamantly against him. Some are more like Egwene, like they want to support him / feel the need, like, oh, we're going to have to kind of control him because what he's suggesting is crazy. But you're going to have a mix of people. But then I think Rand's got to know that this is going to happen, and maybe it's part of his plan and he has some display plan that is going to convince people, or I don't know, but he essentially tapped her, one of his closest allies in the beginning of this series, to lead his opposition. So she's in this awkward spot, and she's not doing it begrudgingly. She definitely opposes what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Hey, exactly. Mine dances all the time. Cooking dinner, dancing. Cleaning the house, dancing. Dancing, dancing. Walking, dancing. Running, dancing. Yeah.
Talking about Ian's wife in chat.
I mean,
yeah.
Your wife danced for a living, and not in the.
Yeah, she was a performer for quite some time, singing and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She also writes to Gregorian about Matin Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
That's what I call him, Matin Snuffleupagus. Yeah. Says that Matin's there, but he's too afraid to return.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, ultimately, her goal is to tie all these people to the White Tower.
Yeah.
And strategically, on Rand's part, he doesn't really want to be the one necessarily in charge of all these armies, because he knows he's marching to his own death in his mind. So he needs a person in power that has literal power, who already is symbolically one of the most powerful individuals in the world, to help lead these armies. So I agree with you. Like, there has to be some massive show of like, this is why we must do this coming. And Egwene's going to have to be on board with it. And then she's tied up all of these monarchs with her.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I think we're headed in that direction quite rapidly. There's just that, again, I said these chapters were good, but they build a level of anxiety for me, because I'm like, can we please get there? Like, it's right. Like that moment where you're like right there, it's almost there, and then they stop, and it's like, wait a second, one more time, one more stroke, and
yeah, almost. Why'd you change the rhythm?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yep.
So.
Now that's a good description. For this Egwene portion especially, it's building anxiety in me.
Yeah.
Because it could go horribly wrong, but it also could come together so nicely.
Yeah. Yep. And she also hears about the Trolloc at war in the borderlands.
Yeah, she's like, well, that's part of the major war that we're going towards. Yep. Like, this is why we got to get Rand under control, because we had the last battle is upon us. Like, we got to do this guy.
And then she decides to go to the hall because they're convening, even though she's uninvited. She came in uninvited.
And considering everything that's happened recently in the history of the White Tower, that they would do something like this, convening something without the Amerlin seat present.
I love how she comes in.
Like people don't learn. Oh, Egwene plays this nicely.
Yeah, she just comes in, sits down. They're like, hey, carry on. I'm just here.
Tell me, what did I miss?
He didn't bother waiting for me. I figured y'all had this meeting figured out, so get to meet.
I want to be in the room when it happens.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite iconic moment for her, because she's orchestrated this moment herself.
Mm-hmm.
She knew it was inevitable. She encouraged it. She had people on the lookout for it. And she's like, this is going to work to my advantage if I play this right.
Mm-hmm.
And man, did she play all of them very well.
Oh, she did.
Like a fiddle.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
They played themselves.
They did.
She basically sat back and let them spew out their master plan. And she was like, oh, that checks out. I'll sign up for that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, fine print.
after the vote.
Yeah.
She's like, there's 2/3 of the seats were filled.
Right. And all the reds, all the greens, only one blue, one brown, 2 whites, 2 grays, and 2 yellows.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
Egwene's-
the bulk of the conversation was whether or not there was officially a war. Like she's like, this, we have officially have war, therefore if we gave the Amelin a lot of power. Now we need to determine whether or not we're actually proclaiming war, and then whether or not we want her to have this power or not. And it's like, well, isn't this the reason behind our very existence is to fight?
It has built to this moment.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
This is the climax. This is the apex. Like this is the moment.
No
And
one can deny at this point that Tarmangaiden is not like right here. It's
right
about to go down.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't have one person with all this power. And she's like, you know what? I completely agree.
Yeah.
First, I completely agree. She's like, depending on how you word things, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but she also makes the whole thing, we are at war with the shadow. We're always at war with the shadow. That's the whole point of us being in existence.
Right. Without that, there wouldn't be a need for us.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Two of the other Aes Sedai do arrive at some point. Janya and Seren. Just read all these Aes Sedai names.
Yeah. I stopped trying to remember them.
Minor vote.
Yeah. And Egwene tries to imply that she's being pushed into something. She kind of hints around. She's playing her cards really well.
Yeah. She's like, I don't mind this happening. Like, go ahead, you guys can take over the war, take over Gareth.
Take over the army. Yeah. Take over the Tarvalon army. You know what? But the Armelins should have the power to be fully in control of dealing with the monarchs and doing the politics. That should be my role. And they're like,
yeah, like I'm head of state.
Yeah,
I'm the lead statesman here.
So
I make the calls there.
All the armies, like the power hungry, just blinds them.
Right.
And they're just like,
vote now, hurry up,
vote now. She's agreed. Vote now. I'm like, okay, call to the vote.
In the back, you got one of the whites kind of calculating, well, she's going to have this and she's going to have that. And okay. Yep. And then she's like, oh, and then all of a sudden her two cronies pop up. Shouldn't call Egwene's people cronies. They're like, hey, we go for this too. We vote for this. If she's okay with it, we're okay with it. And the white's like, you idiots, you gave her control of him. And they're all like, oh,
like Rand's a king.
And after the vote, it was so nice the way she shot him down immediately. She was like, and really, thank you, ladies. I was beginning to think like, how am I going to manage all this? But now I don't have to. You all can deal with all this piddly shit that doesn't really matter. And I'm in charge when it comes to the Dragon Reborn. Because by the way, he's a king.
It was wise of you to put me in charge of him because we have a history. Like at one point, he wanted to get in these drawers. So
I'm glad y'all thought this through. This is the best plan the Tower's ever come up with.
Yeah. And by the way, Gareth Bryn has a lot of shit for y'all to review. I promise you will not be bored. He has a ton of plans, a lot to talk. Oh, and all the needs that he has, like all of the supplies that we need to find. Like y'all are gonna have so much fun figuring this out.
And considering
with the dragon.
Considering it, they didn't even bring this up, but think about it. We know the type of man that Gareth Bryn is, right? Mm-hmm. And we also know he's kind of attached to Swan. Right. Swan is definitely still loyal to Egwene, but Gareth Bryn, he'll deal with all these other Aes Sedai and all the little stuff, but any big decision, actually, whether Egwene's officially in charge of him or not, he's going to look to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's going to be like, hey, so your Aes Sedai are saying I'm marching this way to take out these people? And wait for Egwene to give the blessing on it. So I don't think she's really giving up ultimate power there either.
No. She's just giving really piddly management crap to them. That's all she did. That's all she did was like basically.
And now you can feel powerful, ladies. Good job.
And as a matter of fact, I feel so good with the decisions y'all are making, and I'm on board with it. So much so, no more secret meetings. We do not have to have secret meetings anymore. We're going to do everything in the light because we're of the light, right? Like it is our job to fight the darkness, to stand as one. So we should talking as one and voting as one. And as a matter of fact, this is all foolish. Moving forward, sitters must be present at every meeting, or a surrogate must be selected if a sitter's away. Period.
Mhm.
Be forced to
And the airline
leave
will be at every single one unless they choose not to, and
be
no secret
informed
reason.
in a timely manner so I can make
Yep.
it before the voting starts. This benefits all of us. It is
Yeah.
good. She plays them.
So proper and adequate notification is a part of Robert's rules, and that in the U.S., Robert's rules get held up in court all the time when it comes to like disagreements within nonprofits and small organizations and different boards and whatnot. So if you try to do like a very last minute notification and like it just so happens that the only quorum you get is the people you've handpicked that you know are going to vote your way and this, that, and the other, and you pass something and somebody decides to sue, the adequate notification stands.
Yeah,
It's
most
been upheld so many
nonprofit
times.
boards that I've been on, because I've been on quite a few. I'm on some now, but most of them don't use it. But I have been on one that uses it to a T, and it's fascinating yet hilarious at the same time. So
What,
like,
Robert's rules?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So the only board I know that used it like religiously was the CNU, Christian Newport University Alumni Society board. I was on their big board, and any university board, Robert's rules is just that's what they use for everything.
Yeah.
And it's all like formality, and you have to do it this way, and it's
Yeah. But if issues in those organizations, even if they don't use it, if issues in those organizations go to court in the US, Robert's rules is the standard. Which is funny because it's not really statutory in any way, but on the civil side, like that's what courts look to. They're like, this is, all right, you follow this? No? Okay, well, then that don't count.
And we still use, all the boards still use, proposal second, that kind of stuff. But like how
Yeah,
often
yeah.
things get shoved back to committee, like
Yeah.
especially on big boards where you have a large organization where there's lots of committees, like things get shoved back to committee all the time. They're like, yep, it's not ready to vote on, shoved back to committee. Like it's almost like stuff doesn't get done as much because of it. But sometimes it's better because then you actually have clean stuff coming through and not stuff off the cuff and
Right.
made hastily. So
Right.
decisions are made very carefully.
Like getting the files. But anyway, now we have Sylviana, who's like, good win. And Egwene's like, which win? Because there were a few of them. But the biggest win is, of course, there won't be any more secret meetings. There won't be any more backstabbing. Like, this is iconic.
Yep.
Like, for as long as there will be a white tower, I will be known for this iconic move.
Yep.
So
yeah.
And
nobody's gonna be able to spin. Nobody's gonna be able to spin it. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Nobody's gonna be able to spin what Egwene did and say, "Oh, this is the Amerlin trying to like gain more power and authority." No, it's the exact opposite. It was done because of everybody else's shadiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what that, and they even brought it up. It's like that's what all the Black Aja did to us before. This is the reason why the Black Aja was able to infiltrate, because you guys were doing this kind of crap. It ends now. Like
you were working in the shadow.
Yeah.
And surprise, the shadow got a foothold.
Yeah. We're done. We're done.
Yeah. It's good. Solid win for Egwene.
We're gonna walk in the light.
Yeah. And then afterwards, she goes to Nicola and Anissa, and sends them to Camelin to get some sleep weavers.
The end is what I found absolutely hilarious. And fetch Egwene for me.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me.
Elaine.
Fetch Gawain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go fetch Gawain for me.
Go fetch Gawain for me because I'll need him in the coming days. This man has been trying his hardest to be of use to you. You keep pushing him away. And the minute he decides, all right, I'm going to go do something else, now he's vital. I know how that feels. I would not come back. If I were him, I'd be like, let her figure that stuff out for herself. I'm not coming back. Say it with the finger. Put a finger in her face. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
He's coming back. But
He'll have that voice burning inside of him, but he's a puppy dog for Egwene.
No, but he's about to find out to be an uncle.
He's never going to give her up.
He's
never going to let her down.
Be an uncle.
Good times. It worked.
Yeah.
It's about to quit podcast. I think he froze. No, his fan's still running in the background.
I'm sorry, I just died for a little bit.
Never gonna give you up.
That's
So that's what we end this chapter. She's starting to plot something new to try to snare Messina. So
yeah, she's like, yeah, we're gonna in the dream world, we're gonna start spreading rumors that I'm training people in the dream world, and she's gonna come at me, and I'm gonna have her.
It's interesting, and unless there's some conversation going on behind the scenes that the reader doesn't know about, Egwene knows absolutely nothing. We, the reader, we know absolutely nothing about this particular Forsaken.
Yeah,
we don't really know how they operate, really what their strength is. I mean, we've somebody gave us a hint, or maybe he's about to. Didn't Grindel like give us a description of like how they operate, the different Forsaken? But it was like very brief. But like Egwene doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
And she's trying to be like, I get her trying to be proactive in finding this Forsaken, but I feel like no matter what she does, she's gonna get caught off guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, wow. I'm sorry.
What? What?
Kevin Lyles?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just finding out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know how it happened. All right, I need to put my phone down. But
I can tell you afterwards.
Yeah, because Steve Cash
Okay.
just posted something, and then
Yep. Anyway,
wow.
a good mutual friend of ours passed away last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't know you didn't know. Okay, I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
Tell you about it. Yeah, we're going to the funeral tomorrow. Anyways, so
All right. I'm sorry. I got lost.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Life
be lifing.
Life be lifing. Yeah. So yeah, we end this chapter and go to the next one. Chapter 28, Oddities.
All the titties?
Oh,
That's
right. So chapter 28, your parents' point of view. Yeah. Fail, Perrin, they're discussing the parlay and Magden. Like, she's a queen the entire time. Like, how could she? It's like, and Fail's kind of giving her some credit. Like, just like, I mean,
she kind of played it.
What would you do? Like, this is like, she was put in a really impossible situation, and obviously she doesn't want to come in as the queen. Like, she wants to keep her identity hidden for XYZ reasons. And
I am a little bothered with her occasionally clutching the jewelry or necklace from the dude that she was, helping her escape, and then Perrin diced him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's still like a very awkward unfolding of events. Like, I'm not sure if we, as the reader, were supposed to be like, "Yay," or like, "What the fuck?" I'm still stuck on what the fuck.
I mean, before we even get that far, I love the fact that like she's having this kind of conversation back and forth, this banter with Perrin, and she's like, "I love the fact that he's finally standing up for himself."
Yeah,
you know, he's realizing there are things that are not right, and so he's like going off into the pup world. But then her whole thing about Morgaze hiding herself, and he's like, "Well, I'm sure Lenny is an attendant, and I'm sure like." He's like, Baldworth definitely knew, like he just didn't say anything because I have that much faith in that man. I like
dude knows everything
there, and he's like, now I'm gonna take a nap. Like I'm cool with everything that's going on. She's the only one bothered, and it's really because she had gotten so close to Magden and she wasn't trusted. And to your point about the necklace, I caught that too, and I thought the same thing. I was like, why is she still wearing? I mean, he did give up his life for her.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I'm not saying like I don't look down on her for it. There's an awkwardness to it, weird. I guess. Yeah.
It's like awkward.
You know what? No.
Yeah.
Or that might gave me like, stared at it every now and then. I wouldn't fly.
Look, there is a now in prison for life drug dealer that was actually kind to me when I had to serve a little time, unjustly, by the way. Ultimately found not guilty, released after a ridiculous amount of time. But I don't hold on to any memorabilia of him in any way. And no, there was no butt stuff. Nothing like that.
Isn't there that one thing that you'll never forget?
No.
That was a tent, and that was in the Appalachian Mountains. And
Yeah, that was very different.
That was different.
Yeah.
There was consent. And listen, we're trying to keep warm, all right?
He was around when I was playing Monopoly one time and got excited that I rolled doubles. But apparently, if you roll doubles, like you still take that extra roll, but it's disrespectful if you act excited about it. You're supposed to be like, man, these dice are fucked up, and then you take your other turn. But if you act excited, like apparently you're trying to fight somebody. Anyways, I didn't know that. I rolled doubles, so I got excited. And homeboy, I mean, I had to give him my chili ramen and some instant coffee, but he saved me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Solid.
I don't go walking around carrying a little baggie of instant coffee and being like, Jermaine. Oh, like, yeah. I leave that experience behind me.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point though, it's like, yeah, we switched to pairing.
Yep. Switch to pairing. Yeah. And they have this little conversation about Magda and about the upcoming about the parlay and the upcoming trial and things like that. But Perrin decides to go to sleep eventually. Anything before that, before we go to the dream world? Anything else?
No, there's really not much. He's like, to be fair, I don't really have a plan. I just need to buy myself some more time to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't actually plan on giving myself up. Now, we do know that Perrin has had these moments where he is willing to give himself up. But I think we are finally at a point where he really isn't going to give himself up. Because he's
looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah. He's like,
and not just for him. Part of it is him accepting that people do rely on him, and he does have a role in leading people.
Not just people, but people and wolves.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
He's got 2 packs dependent on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so he goes to meet with the wolves. So he goes to tell Ranrion, and there's no wolves around, and he wakes up next to the Tower of Genji.
Yeah.
And Hopper shows up, and it's like, why are you here? And he's like, I don't know. Like, why am I here? He's like,
silly pup. I told you, stay away from this.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is this?
I was like, I don't want to be here. And he's like, they're like,
well,
someone you're connected with is probably thinking about it. And Perrin's like, oh, it's probably Matt.
That's Matt. Nailed it.
Matt would be thinking about the long, tall, hard thing.
Oh,
that's what she said.
I haven't done that
one. Chris, I'm in book 5, whichever one book 5 is, and Egwene is learning from the wise ones how to pop into other people's dreams. And though she's not supposed to be doing it without them, of course she is. But one of the ones she glances over is she popped into Tom's dream, and he was like reaching into a fire and pulled out Moraine's like blue jewelry or whatever, something like that.
Oh.
And of course, I could be way off with all this stuff, but the timing of reading that, plus we know Tom's about to go in to try and save her. And fire is one of the things that could be used against the Afen and Ilfen or whatever. I was like, oh man, there were hints back then.
To the fire.
Tricky.
To the walls.
Yeah.
Kanye was trying to tell us about it.
Kanye's spoken on a lot of things.
he's trying to tell us about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if yeah.
Anyway, that conspiracy I told you about us having to sacrifice a certain amount of humans for the aliens to let us live. I heard that from Kanye.
Okay,
I mean,
makes sense.
all I'm
I
saying is if you can sell a tattered hat at Balenciaga for like $20,000, you should be allowed to give some conspiracy theories because people are doing crazy shit to get your paraphernalia. 20 grand tattered hat.
He spits some good stuff though. There's just some things mixed in there that are like, I can't. Ooh.
Yeah. If his mother had never died, we would have had a great man.
Yeah.
So as Hopper disappears, Perrin goes to follow, and they're walking along the Nana Road where they find a big dome.
Wait.
Giggity.
Before that, though, there was conversation about a thing of men, flying discs and structures of steel. Did you catch that? Talking about
yes.
Skyscrapers. I'm like, did we have aliens in the Wheel of Time?
Get to the chopper.
Or was this just their mode of transportation then? Because
Do we have aliens in the Wheel of Time?
I think we should. Why not?
Have we met them
Maybe
already?
that's what the Eelfin and Elfin are. They're aliens.
I mean, they seem to exist on a totally different plane.
Yeah. Why can't they be aliens?
Would they be Tuviran?
Ooh.
Tuviran.
I'm at that part. I just met Loyal in my reread.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You know what? Why wouldn't the Tower of Ganjai be like a radio tower or something for aliens? Or a portal to an alien world? You know, we keep thinking it's magic and alternate universes, but why can't it be aliens?
Sure.
You know, beings from a different world.
Interesting.
That's just find it interesting to toy with humans. They're like, we don't have to worry about it. We have a whole nother world to live in. Like, you guys, the ones that have to worry about this dark one and his crap. What if the dark one was an alien?
Have you guys seen those like reels or TikToks where it's like the aliens joking around about humans and how stupid humans are?
Got to be more specific.
It's like these two blue aliens and like they're just joking around about like, have you seen the aliens? Like they're worried about money. Like money. They made the stuff up and then they say it costs too much to like buy stuff. What idiots. They made it up and then they made it pay more and then they can't afford it. Like it's just... fun times. They're pretty good. There's a bunch of fun, but just makes fun of humans.
It kind of like goes, and I'm really like kind of reeling. Ever since I read about that, and I put it in my notes. I promise you guys, I am being much better and more diligent about my notes. The flying disc and structures of steel, that is definitely UFO. So it did make me think those two are aliens, and then it makes me think maybe Trolloc are aliens, maybe the Ogier are aliens, like, or maybe the Trolloc are a combination of like breeding between aliens and other creatures. And then it makes you think about the Drakkar and all of that. The aliens as well, or are they
DNA splicing?
I wish I had the clip. I'm not seeing aliens, but aliens.
I'm telling you, that's what we're seeing here. I am a Chick-fil-A dinner, if nothing else. I'm not gonna say steak dinner, but Chick-fil-A dinner for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
There you go.
I've got nothing against that. That feels good.
DNA splicing, clearly how Trollocs came about for sure.
Yeah.
When are we gonna figure all this shit? Like, we don't have much book left. We don't have many books left.
Trollocs, they've already mentioned how Trollocs were made, though.
They were created.
They were created by Agnor. He mentioned it.
Oh yeah, but
by breeding with animals. They're splicing DNA.
Yeah.
So we know that is the case.
Yeah.
But when are we gonna? I feel like there's still so much left that we don't know, and there's a certain level of maturity that still hasn't happened for some of our characters. And I'm like, we don't have enough book for people like Matt to grow up. Not if some of our older theories are gonna come true. Like, I don't know. Maybe Matt dies.
Interesting.
I still say some of our big characters got to. I can't imagine a happy ending for everybody.
Well, I will say we have this dome now, and Perrin goes to the dome. So Perrin's trying to get himself killed. Yeah, Matt did
I
already
think
die.
Perrin is going to end up becoming way more critical of a component to all of this than anybody ever thought. Because I think he ends up playing a role in rescuing Moraine, even though he's not a major part of that. He's got a little more insight to it, perhaps, or ability to help with the wolves.
Yeah.
This tower thing, this bubble thing, like we know it's significant, but I have no clue why or how or where it came from or whose it is.
It's been mentioned.
It's an alternate dimension.
It's been mentioned what it is. The dome.
Yeah,
it was given as in the previous chapter. They actually mentioned what it was called. I'm not gonna give you that much of the. I'll give you that little clue. I'll give you that hint.
But it was recent?
No, it was the last book.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I think it was last book.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was doled out.
Oh.
And mentioned by name what it is. And it was one of those things where it was like it was mentioned. I even asked you guys. I said, "What do you think that is?" And you're like, "I don't know."
Was this one of these things in like one of their magic boxes of like stuff from way back in the day? It's like, hey, you gotta want to use this, and was it the same time where he promised that, like, and you could use Slayer too?
I bet you it's Angreal. Isn't that what it is?
A Terangreal?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So there's our answer. We're gonna leave it at that.
It was the same time when he said, "Yeah, you can use Slayer too." It was at that same meeting.
Yeah, I do remember that. Gosh, it's all right. It's fuzzy, but it's coming back to me.
And Moradin gave her an item. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was her. I think it was Grendel, wasn't it?
I believe went to Grendel.
It went to Grendel.
Wasn't it in the prologue for this book?
It might have been the prologue for this book. Yes, actually, that's right. Yeah, and he gave it to you can do Slayer too.
Yeah. I remember I latched onto the promising of Slayer a little bit more, but I do remember there was other stuff.
Because she says she wants to take out Perrin or Matt, and
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, so now that you remember the scene, I'll tell you what it's called. It's called a Dream Spike.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We did talk about that.
Yeah, I was like, what do you think a Dream Spike is? You're like, I don't know.
So this Dream Spike is interfering with the ability to travel. So then you can almost connect traveling in Telon Riyadh. Like to travel from one spot to the other, you have to go through the dream world.
Well,
but
we were given a taste of that with Egwene. Remember, she literally traveled the first time she did it through Teleron Riyadh.
Yeah. But this is like you're taking your actual physical manifestation and kind of stepping through and out of the dimension, the whole of the dimension at one time. So it's just like kind of falling through it. And that's why you have the two different forms of traveling. One, you have to, like Perrin does, you have to know where you're going and visualize it and do it. And the other, you can just travel.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Well, it's coming together.
It is slowly but surely coming together. And so the dome like stops people from doing the travel. And,
right. So does it just stop it in the dream world or the real world too?
Well, it's clearly stopping in the real world as well. That's why Perrin went into the dream world, because he's trying to figure out
why the Oshaman can't make it.
Yeah, why they can't go anywhere. Like they can do other things with the power, but why can't they go anywhere? And it's because the dome is the physical manifestation, or the dome in Telon Riyadh is impacting where it would physically be in the real world.
Wait, don't they kind of figure it out with Hopper that when you're in it, you can move around in it? If you're outside of it, you move around outside of it, but you can't go from outside to inside or inside to outside?
Yeah. Right.
Something like that?
You have to be permitted into it. It's kind of what it's like. Or you have to bust into it, because that's what Perrin did. He just bulled into it. You know, Hopper's like, you know, I just thought I am who I was, and it is, and I'm in here. And Perrin's like, nah, that's too much.
I think therefore I am.
Yeah, let me just rush in head first and see if I make it. So it's like
Tatanka.
Yeah.
Young Bull.
I'm young Bull. It's quantum physics traveling with the power of quantum mechanics. I'm here and then I'm there in an instant.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And Slayer also is in there. He also killed Whisperer and I guess attacks Sparks.
Slayer's just having a great time.
He's just killing wolves. Yeah.
I hate that. I really do. Well, we still like, what's the deal with Slayer? Like, why is he so angry?
Have you listened to Slayer? I mean, it's angry. It is angry.
Slayer. It's like who gave him cereal without milk, or like, you know, who gave him cold grits? Like, who forgot the bacon with the eggs? Those are all things.
Is it anger, or is it just complete lack of emotion, empathy, sympathy?
I don't think it's any of that. I think it's pure joy.
I see it more like it's play for him.
Yeah,
it's like a
serial killer style.
It's like a special kid that is just squashing bugs and, you know, lighting cats on fire and stuff and just smiling like, haha. I don't know that it's anger. I think he's just void, maybe truly soulless.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, good old fashioned crazy.
And you know, the wolves see Slayer as a dark monster. Like they see him grander than what he is. And Perrin's like ready to take him on, but then also realizes that he just doesn't have the capacity yet. He doesn't have the capabilities that the Slayer has. He's gaining them and rapidly. Like he is learning.
Yeah.
He just has to learn everything the hard way. And so, you know,
Perrin's pretty smart. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, Perrin goes in to save one wolf and almost gets an arrow through the heart.
Yep.
And manages to get away like almost instantaneously. And then like gets out towards Dragon Mount away from the dome. And he's like, all right, I need to practice. He looks at Hopper like, let's do this because I got to defeat him. And then he realizes that things happening in the real world are really contingent upon him getting rid of Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if the tower is inside this dome? Question mark?
No.
The Tower of Ganji?
No.
No, it's not.
Near Perrin's camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the dome can't interfere with the tower and vice versa.
I don't know. I don't know enough to know.
Yeah, on my alien theory now, I feel like the dome, the structure is more like an antenna or a gateway to a different world now. Just like we have Stonehenge and we have the pyramids, and they're all portals to another world. We just haven't figured out how to activate them yet.
Or have we?
Have we? The next episode on your other podcast.
The other podcast is not that's not filming yet. Yeah. Let me go to Altaralda, who's having a bad day. This is the Rodel Alterada, really, really bad, terrible, not so good day.
I feel for him. This could be summarized so quickly. Like Trollocs attack. Then they have Asha'man.
Yeah, the Shadow has Chandlers now.
Yes.
And they blow a hole in the side of the city. And Rodel's like, all right, it's time to retreat. And they're like, no.
The real question is, when is Rand going to deal with that situation? Like where I'm from, if somebody tries to get you, you got to get them back.
Yeah, that's coming.
Where
Boy, so
wrong though.
How were the channelers with the Shadow? How were they described? I know we jumped to the gun saying they're Asha'man.
No, I think
You can't. I don't think they see them, don't they? I think they're far off. They
Yeah, I don't
they
think they see 'em.
power. I mean, like the Ashaman can,
but the
see
Ashaman that
leaves.
are there can sense the power that was being
Yeah,
used. I think they said
used.
that they were Ashaman.
Well,
Right.
male channelers. I think eventually I get to that in my own logic, but my first thought was, all right, we heard about dreadlords in the past, but we haven't seen them. And the dreadlords are above the fades
Right.
in the hierarchy. And if I remember correctly, dreadlords can channel, or at least some could.
Yeah, they could.
And then there was
also
even
the Chosen. There's also the Chosen.
There's the Chosen,
I
but there
feel
was
like
also
either.
this is many books back. Somebody, either one of the Forsaken or Balsamon or somebody in one of their evil cackle lectures to somebody was talking about how you could be turned into
a dreadlord.
Yeah, be turned into a dreadlord essentially, or used as a dreadlord, and your channeling be used or something like that. I don't know if they're talking to Rand or one of the girls. I just vaguely remember that.
May or may not be able to force someone to the dark side.
Yeah, force somebody into service like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so then I go to, yes, Ashaman. I think maybe that's the direction the Black Tower went. And it's probably male and female channelers, because remember, a bunch of the Ashaman and the Tower were bonding with female Aes Sedai.
Mm-hmm.
And this could have been part of Taim's ultimate plan to, everybody else is getting Trolloc armies, gray men, this, that, and the other. And he's like, fuck it, I'm getting me some dreadlords.
Could be.
He's going big.
Crazy. Anyway,
I mean, they blast a pretty large hole. They knock out Aitrall. That he wakes up. Like one moment he's talking, the next moment he's in a bed looking around, like, where am I at? And he realizes like he's
in the med tent.
He's in a med tent, and then he gets healed by a male channeler. He's like, wait a second, why didn't you tell me about this before? And they're like, well, it's got some lasting side effects that are not so great, but
it's not real healing.
It's not real healing. It's just
it makes you feel like you're good, but you're not good.
Yeah,
it's like in 10 minutes, it's just going to hit you twice as hard. But
it basically is pumped full of adrenaline. That's all they are. It's just give it a shot of adrenaline. Get back in there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So,
what game was that? Was it? There's a game where like you had like stim packs of adrenaline.
Yes, I'm not sure.
Was it StarCraft? Yeah, I think it's StarCraft.
I thought it was like Duke Nukem or something.
Yeah, it might have been it too. But like there's something where you had like stems of adrenaline and you could like inject them during the game to give you like a boost. But anyway.
Then there's Crushed Adderall.
It was StarCraft. Thank you, Wadaholic. Yeah. Stim pack. Yeah. Crushed Adderall. Yeah, that I don't know if that takes away pain. It makes you feel
give you a quick pop.
Yeah, I guess that too.
But Aitrall that sets up a plan. He's like, we're gonna trap these Trollocs. We're gonna bait them in. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna make them fear us, and they're not gonna want to come back the same path. So we just need to hold out until reinforcements come.
Yeah, Rodell's pushing for retreat, but Yodel, is it Yodel? Yeah, Yoli. Yeah. Yoli begs Rodell. Yeah. Like he looks over and sees the signal.
We're gonna hold it.
He's like, they're coming. We have reinforcements coming. We just need to hold out for like
3 hours.
An hour. I was like,
yeah, but then
an hour. There's a hole in the wall.
And it could be a false signal.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah.
There's no way of knowing.
Yeah. But also when you have a giant hole in your wall, that's really tough to hold out for an hour. Like
I guess good captain, you could use that to your advantage.
Yes.
They're going to funnel through and then you can direct them.
300 style funneling through and a larger army.
Shield wall.
Yep. Good times.
Oh!
Sorry, I forgot a 300 clip.
That's perfect. Basically what's going down here.
Mm-hmm. Hold. Yeah, so they use the Ashaman to blast away tons and tons of Trollocs for a while until they can't anymore. Every Ashaman except for the one healer until they're too exhausted. yeah. And then they get everyone who's an archer to hide within the cities. So once they're done there, it looked like they retreated, just to funnel them into the cities, to the streets, to the alleyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the twang of the bow.
And then go after the fades, because as we know, when you take out a fade, it takes out like whole chunks of Trollocs at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if at this point Rand has, like, since his Zen moment, like, does he have some kind of omniscience? Like, does he? I don't want to say does he know that all of this exactly is happening, or like
who
Rand?
Or
does he at least remember, like, oh yeah, I threw this guy out there to hold the line. I should probably go check on him, because we've heard him talk about, to Nynaeve, like, hey, as soon as I can, I will get help to land. Like, he eventually caved on that. Like, yeah, I sent that dude to his death. I'll do what I can to help him. But there hasn't been direct comments about this situation and Rand coming to bail him out. Like, he's still just trying to feed some people and get that one town back on its feet. But it'd be really nice if Rand and a couple of Ashamen showed up to bail him out here.
Yeah, it would be nice. Would be nice.
Yeah. And what like strategically, this captain that's been organizing all this has been doing the impossible against overwhelming odds.
Mm-hmm.
And to lose somebody that can fight like that and lead like that would be very, it'd be a huge loss to Rand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and he is one of the great captains. I mean, that's definitely, and it's even used here where Yoli uses that to kind of motivate him. He's like, "Let's retreat." He's like, "I thought you were one of the great captains. Show what a great captain can do." Fine.
Sometimes great captains have to retreat.
Yeah.
We'll make something happen.
Tactically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, and then they do the plan with the archers and the cavalry and the crossbowmen and things like that. And then we end the chapter, so we don't know what the fate of the city is, because we have to wait and see.
That's how they like to do us.
That's how they like to do. So, anything else in this chapter before we move to chapter 29?
No.
A terrible feeling.
I got a feeling.
It's a terrible feeling. All right. So Fael is walking with Barrelane and was it Alejandra?
Barrelane is whooped already.
Yeah.
She's like, I wonder what Perrin is thinking. Maybe you should send me as an envoy. I'll go to the Whites.
Are you talking about God?
We're talking about Barrelane.
Barrelane, but is he? You talking about? You said you wonder what Perrin's thinking. You mean Glad?
Glad.
No,
yeah, what Glad?
No, she's like, I want to know what.
Perrin's she wants to. Yeah, she wants to know what Perrin's thinking. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to know what Perrin's thinking. Maybe you should send me like that's her next sentence. Maybe you should send me as an envoy. Like, you have no idea what Perrin's plan is. You have no idea what he's thinking. You don't know why he's entering into these negotiations in this trial, but then you want to go be an envoy to Galad. Not to Galad, to the White Cloaks. It's making it very clear.
Yeah,
she wants to see the White Cloaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Fael says no. She's like, nah.
Although Fael on the inside is like, I mean, it's kind of what we said needs to happen. These two might be a good match.
The Lord Captain Commander is definitely a looker. Not my style. I like a man with a beard. He's too clean shaven, but you can't compare the finely crafted cabinet to the window. What are those really fancy stained glass window? They're just two separate things. Like both
to be admired.
To be admired. But to look at one, it's a masterpiece. The other one, you have to be able to appreciate that it's a masterpiece. And then she starts fondling her necklace too. Like, for those of it's like whatever. But we do learn that there's over 25,000 refugees that are all training.
Yep, they're all
That's
trained.
a massive army
because the gateways don't work. So
the more time that goes by, Perrin's group of refugees is becoming more and more an army.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all very committed.
Yep. Yeah. So Berlin does finally catch up to Perrin and ask what he's going to do. About the White Cloaks and everything like that. But he's just like,
He's like, I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
plan and be thoughtful and be careful.
I'll
And
come
she's
up
like,
with something.
That's not an
I think.
answer.
yeah.
And so that's the only answer I can give you right now. So good luck with that.
But yeah, Alejandra even agrees with Berlin though that like the trial's not a good idea. Like we should just probably march away or even attack the White Cloaks. Like they throw that out there. And Fael's like, no, Perrin doesn't believe in any of that. Like he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. So like why does he need to run? Like why does he need to attack?
He admits that he knows he did something wrong. He's just like,
Sure.
I feel like these people need to figure it out. Like,
yeah.
I did something wrong in their eyes, but not in my eyes. What
Sure.
I realized is that it was something that needed to be done. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think so far, Morghese talking to Galad has been the best hope for a voice of reason to reach Galad. But knowing his character, I don't know if it's going to sink in. I mean, even Morghese was like, look, you did this, that, and the other. And, oh, by the way, you think so highly of me. Well, here's an example of a situation where I really effed up. Sometimes as a leader, in the moment, you make the best decision you can. And hindsight, it's not the best decision. Like, we do good things, we do bad things, but you just got to keep on keeping on.
Yeah. So I killed a man and then found out 2 years later that it was this manservant that was doing the killing. Like, he laughed all the way to his own death.
Yeah. So, like, am I on trial next? Or, like, no, hell no. Like,
yeah,
we got shit to do. We got to. But can a character like Galad just have an aha moment and realize that? That is a radical shift in the way Galad sees the world. So I don't know if that's going to come easy to him. I think it's going to take even something more significant to get him to come around to that. But
sure.
I wonder if it comes down to Bornhold and Perrin just fighting one-on-one under the light, and whoever wins, like, that's justice.
That's the question.
I think Perrin would sign up for that. And I think Galad would let it happen. It would satisfy like what he believes in.
Well, I like the way the conversation started going, where he's like, where Galad is like, I seriously need to contemplate what we're going to do about this, because we clearly need him and his people.
Yeah.
And so maybe we can work something out.
Right.
And maybe it'll just be a bigger version of the original deal from back in Two Rivers. Like, all right, we'll fight together now, and then afterwards, Perrin, you surrender to us. And Perrin will be like, okay, yeah, I'll fight the last battle, and then we'll talk. That'd be stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. Sure. So after all this, the girls go to talk about boys. Our boy, just one, Galad. He's so dreamy. Berylane starts blushing. He's a perfect thing from the Age of Legends. Fael's like, yeah, he doesn't have a beard.
Beards are hot.
Beards are hot.
What do you do? Sorry. Oh.
Yeah. They continue walking. Alejandra asks about Morghese. Yep. Both Fael and Alejandra both feel deceived because they thought they knew who she was.
Yeah.
But Berylane then defends Morghese.
Let's just see how thin this
saying
is.
that she would have done the same.
He's going to lay on the back of this chair. There's no back of this chair to lay on. The chair I'm sitting in, he always lays in.
If it fits, it sits. All right. If it fits, it sits. It's a cat.
Freaking luck. He's done me sometimes. Like,
if it fits,
I just can't even with this cat. Anyways.
So yeah. So after all the boy talk, they suddenly hear some screams and about Morghese. But yeah, Berylane defends Morghese, saying she would have done the same in the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then we
then
have
suddenly there's screams, and Fael's knife just rips out of the sheath and starts flying towards her head. And Michael Buble.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm more interested.
everybody's weapons are trying to kill him.
Yep.
I'm more interested in the dirt. Why did the dirt disrupt the
I wanted to
Buble?
jump right there. I don't have an answer, but that was also
Sorry, got that Alex.
Like the
and
hammer didn't do anything.
No, I don't have a hand.
I'm more curious. All right, at the end of this, we find out it's the dirt. Everybody starts slinging dirt and things calm down. But is that something that will work in future Bubles? Is there something significant
They
about the
try to
dirt
say
that
it arises from the ground, but now it's like, well, it can't rise from the ground if the ground itself can get rid of it. Like, I don't believe that now. Like, I'm so confused. Now, here's another thought. We're still in side of the dome, so maybe the dome is having an effect on the dirt, and the dirt is disrupting the power. Because it kind of makes me think about, like, the dome makes me think about a steading. So in my mind, the steading too now is it's not part of this world. I don't know if it's a different dimension or if when you enter a setting, you're actually being transported to a different planet because the power doesn't work in a setting. Just like it doesn't work in a dome. And like when you go into a setting, you're kind of physically going through this barrier, and then you like get stripped of all your connections, all of your power.
Yeah. Huh.
It's even talked about, where was it? Is it in the first book when they talk about people entering the setting and then people that are like injured by the one power or have sickness from the one power all of a sudden feeling better? Men that were impacted by the taint was no longer impacted.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about that like during the madness, during the age, like during the madness, at the beginning of it, some men ran to settings to prevent, save themselves,
give them some relief.
But being cut off from the power, it just was too much. Like they eventually all left because they couldn't stay away from that, like just forever, and not being able to use it.
I'm just very curious, like why does the dirt impact the weapons? Why does it interfere with?
Because it's so old and the dirt has been a part of this world for so long that it has a way of grounding the objects.
Yeah, I can do that. I can believe that.
I like Wayne's theory.
I do too.
Yeah.
Speaking of
the theory is that the Tinkers are going to finally find the song and link together and do the Care Bears and sing the song and like Care Bears stare.
Is that or to be more like all the Who's in Whoville? And then
yes,
the Dark Lord's heart grew 10 times that day.
Sure.
But yeah.
That's it for that. That's it for that section. So we moved to Morghese. And she's talking to Galad in Galad's tent. Galad feels bad for killing Valda, and Morghese is like, you have no idea the kind of stuff that he did. Like, Valda 100% deserves it.
Yeah, she's definitely beating herself up a little bit because she's like, I could have given this one a little bit more attention. I realized that he was a good boy. He was a really good boy. But I shouldn't have treated him so much like a pet and more like a child because he doesn't understand how the gray space works. Like, he is literally ready to turn himself in as a traitor because now he feels like he's gotten his power in an unjust way. And she's like, no, you can't do that. Like, for the sake of the world, we literally need somebody like you running stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody better for this task than you.
Yeah.
But I just need you to realize that you too make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And I think Perrin at the time did what he thought was right, and it's actually a mistake. So, like, if you're gonna put yourself up. If you're going to put Perrin up on trial, you got to kind of put yourself on trial, but you got to put me on trial and everybody else that's inadvertently made a mistake. Like, he's like, you're giving me something to think about. I've never thought about this gray space thing. Like,
yeah. And she even asked him, like, what are you going to do with his army? Like, even if you can, because they bring up Perrin, he's like, the Shadow Spawn is like, he's a good man.
He's not Shadow. No.
He's not like, Shadow Spawn.
You captured his people. You were going to kill his people. Lenny was in with his people. Well, I would have stopped them before she died. Well, what if you didn't see her? What if you didn't?
So you lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
She's like, gray spaces exist.
Yep.
Perrin is a good man. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. It's like, in the last battle's coming. Like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to agree to fight with these armies? It's like, well, the children can put aside some differences for that, I guess. And the Aes Sedai is like, the witches. He's like, and she's like, really?
She's like, you're talking about your sister.
He's like, yeah, one, you're talking to your sister. Two, like, you were raised with the Lida right there next to you. They talked about, you went to the White Tower to train as a warder. What are you talking about? You know them. Like, it's like, yeah, but they used the lane and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, listen to yourself. Like,
she's like, Elaine's doing great for somebody who was used. She's knocked up, being carried around. Like, we think she's all right.
Yeah, but he doesn't think that all channelers use the one power for evil. He just thinks it makes him easily to be corrupted, and that's why. That's kind of what he says. He's like, we can put our differences for the last battle.
Yeah, he's like, I'll think on this. I will. Mm-hmm. And she's very impressed, at least, that he's taken on this authoritative role as Captain Commander. Yeah. So she's a proud mom-ish type person.
But Morghese is definitely trying to convince him. Is like, you see to forget about this trial. Like, join the fight. The fight is against the Shadow. That's the fight that's more important. This trial doesn't matter. Like, you're not seeing the forest of the trees. You're definitely like so hyper focused on this, where you're not seeing the bigger picture. Like, we need to win this first.
Yeah, he still kind of sticks to wanting to have the trial and be like, yeah, we could do XYZ after the trial. But he makes a point somewhere in there that, like, look, Perrin practically asked for this. Like, he wants it, needs it as much as, and we suggested that before. Like, Perrin does kind of need this trial. So I am still hoping that it happens.
Yeah. Yep. And they're interrupted by White Cloak that comes in and says Perrin wants to postpone the trial because of some stuff happening at his camp. And immediately the messenger's like, yeah, we should attack now. Like, obviously he's trying to get out of this. And Morghese is like, no, you really should consider this. Like,
if he says he needs more time because people are whatever injured, he's got to fix it. Like, he means it. He's not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
And even Galad's like, yeah, with all this info, like, maybe a little more time is not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did you catch when she realized that Galad was a blade master now? It's like, this youth?
Yeah.
I guess he's not youth anymore. Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, there's no way. And she's like, well, then again, he clearly did it.
Yep.
Again, another proud mom moment, even though she's not really his mom.
Stepmom.
Yeah. So.
For all intents and purposes.
Right. She raised him. She took care of him.
Yeah.
Then we have Gaul and Perrin.
Then we go back to Perrin. Perrin and Gaul. They're checking the camp in different sections after the aftermath of the Buble. Thousands are wounded. Some have died.
Yeah. I mean, this is a really quick scene because the only thing important that we find out is the Hammer didn't try to attack Perrin.
Right.
Which is weird.
Well, and also the White Cloaks are considering giving him more time. They're just telling that.
Yeah, there's a consideration. And then Pam shows up. He's like very cryptic. I gotta go. Something's not right. Something unusual has happened. I need to leave camp. It has to do with Rand. I can't tell you anything more.
Other than I know this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
I want you to know your father would be proud of you. If I was a parent, I'd be like, who's my daddy? Like, have we gotten the name of Perrin's father at all?
Yeah, but he's dead like the rest of
Yeah,
them.
he was a clan chief for the Ideal. It's book 4. they
No,
call it?
Perrin.
Oh, Perrin's
Perrin.
dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Perrin's dad died when they buried his whole family because the White Cloaks
Yeah.
killed.
Slayer got him.
It
Was it the White Cloaks or
That
Slayer?
was the White Cloaks when they showed up. I think because they're looking for Perrin and they killed them all. Killed
Yeah.
all
Oh, okay.
rounded up and killed them all.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Beneath the Oak is the name of the chapter. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, your dad would be proud of you, and I gotta go. And he's all right, Tam, go with my blessings. And that was the end of that chapter.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Meet up with you at the last battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Something about Rand. Tam tells Perrin that he's proud. Yeah. Okay. And that's it for this chapter. This section.
Yeah. Well, then we have bed rest for the queen.
But I don't know if it's bed rest.
That's what I titled it. She's still technically in the bed.
Technically, I guess.
And
On top of a tower.
She's resting. I mean, she's
Showing off my boom boom stick. This is my boom boom stick.
she's literally being paraded in her bed. Like, I love the way her mind thinks. She's like, well, she told me bed rest, but she didn't tell me where the bed had to be. So I'm just gonna hire people to come carry my bed around.
I like how Brigitte looks at it and it's just like almost laughing, like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh,
but this checks out. This is so lame.
She was dying of laughter on the inside. She's like, this brat, like, she is going to have her way one way or the other. She will have her cake and Rand's cake and the twins' cake and eat it too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And so they get to the top of the tower and Eludra's showing off her new dragons, and Elaine's just kind of wondering, like, I just don't understand, like, how this is better than catapult. Like, catapult can probably do just as much, right? And he looks out like way on the mountain, and like there's like the little army of dummies or whatever on the mountain, like really far away. It's like there's no way they can hit that from here anyway. Little tiny iron ball put inside. It's like, yeah, so a team of 3 would be best. Probably 4 just in case one falls. But one person could do it just a lot slower. But to reload and do it. And she has her flag signal to signal to the other tower. So they test out the dragons. And it goes boom.
In a big way. It misses, though.
Boom. It does. Just by a little bit, but enough.
This isn't too different of a situation of like how we do research and development on weapon systems in the U.S. military. So you got your engineer, your Lockheed Martin type. This is our fireworks expert here who designed it all. Trying to sell the program to the head of state, by giving all this engineering spiel and they're like, yeah, well, I don't understand any of that. Whatever. I don't really care. And then there's the demonstration. And from a strategic standpoint, the head of state's looking at it like, oh, yeah, we got to invest in this. But you also have Matt at the same time, who is like the user, the grunt, the person that's going to put this into play in the battle. And he's down there just like mesmerized by how loud it is and how cool it is, and like, oh, big boom boom stick or whatever. Anyways, I like the whole everybody kind of playing their stereotypical role in the situation. It was cracking me up when she was trying to describe like how the teams would line up and how it works, and nobody else except her cares about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not important to the demonstration. Just
I can't
how far can it reach? What can it do?
I was trying to look up the story, but I can't find the exact story. But I know, like, right before World War I, when they were first trying to think about using airplanes for military missions, and of course, you had the Red Baron in World War I. There were some air fights, but using it from air to ground type attacking. There was a famous
like dropping stuff.
Yeah, and there's a famous case where like they thought it was just stupid. Like they said, that's the dumbest thing in the entire world, and they put some dummy ships in the first pass. They missed, and they recalibrated, came back by, took out like the entire fleet with planes, and they're like, wait,
That's cool.
Maybe we should start an Air Force. I think it's like the birth of the Air Force, like where, yeah, but similar type thing, like where they missed the first time around. They came back around and took out the entire fleet the second time after they recalibrated. But
Yeah.
And Birgit's quote at the end.
The world.
Do you realize the whole world's just changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fear in her eyes says she is not obsolete.
Behold, I have become death.
Destroyer of worlds.
The end.
This line. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. Which is originally said by, which Hindu? It's a Hindu script. It wasn't Shiva. Someone might correct me. I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's a quote from one of those scripts. I mean, Oppenheimer said it, but he was quoting a Hindu.
Yeah.
I know Oppenheimer said it, yes, but he was quoting an ancient Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Adhaz. Yeah, it's quoting Krishna. I become death, destroyer of worlds. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, fun times. So yeah, that's how we ended with. We got Boom Boom 6 now, and Elaine's just like, after seeing this, I got some more Bell Founders. That we can do.
In fact, you get all of them.
You get all of them. We're going to be making these, but I need to send a whole guard with you because no one else needs the technology, because that's how technology works, right? Once you develop it, no one else ever gets it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll be able to contain AI. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. Nuclear bombs, right? We develop it, and no one else is
going to do. AI is going to do what we tell it all the time, forever and ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Until AI starts taking over AI.
Yeah. There's actually a fascinating theory of, and this going back tenfold hat time. there's a fun theory about that like the collective consciousness theory, because they've actually observed this, like once a population, a certain amount of population discovers something across the world, within like a couple of years, everyone else independently will discover the same thing. And they see it in humans all the
many times.
They saw it happen in humans, but they also seen it in certain monkeys and apes, where they develop something new in their culture and on an island and on the mainland, because the majority of them it spreads over without any contact at all. So it's
just
really
vibes, bro. It's vibes.
So something that changes the world like this, doesn't matter where it is. If you believe in the conspiracy theory or the connection theory, that everything is connected, that someone else will discover it too within a couple of years. It's kind of crazy.
Agreed.
Yeah, the 100th monkey theory. Thank you. That's what it's called. Potaholic Aussie coming through it. The 100th monkey. Yes, the 100th monkey theory. Yeah. Convergent evolution does the same thing. Yeah. Where some things start to look very similar. Crab people. We're all going to become crabs. It's just, it's a disproved convergent evolution, but that
not all. Some of us, our antennas to connect to the collective is broken. And that's why routinely is like the whole world goes through these different fads and crazes of talking a certain way and liking certain things. A couple of us are always sitting back going, the fuck is everybody doing? This is like yesterday, this was not a thing. And then today it's a thing for everybody. No, count me out. Yeah.
Driving the speed limit in Charlotte. What?
Then you also have like the North Sentinel Island, where somehow they didn't get any of that collective consciousness stuff going on, because they're
under a dome.
They're under a dome.
A dream spike.
There you
go. No better.
Although their technology has progressed rapidly because of trash.
Hey, you can make a lot with leftover plastic
and metal. So because they've been able to find scraps of metal and stuff like that washed up, they're able to use that for arrowheads. They've discovered that they've started using that for arrowheads versus sharpened sticks and stones, using metal scraps. So yeah, I think they found that out when they went and flew over them after the tsunami, 2004 tsunami, because they did a helicopter flyover and they got an air shot at the helicopter.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure they still existed.
That they survived the tsunami. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was the most recent interaction was that kid that was Christian missionary.
Dummy.
He got killed by them. against everyone, saying that do not go there. They will kill you instantly. And that's what they did. In case anyone listening doesn't know what North Sentinel Island is, that's a fun rabbit hole. Go look it up. Google it. It's fun. It's interesting. Uncontacted tribes. Well, they've been contacted technically. They call it uncontacted tribes, but
Contact just didn't go well.
Contact didn't go well.
And so we don't contact anymore.
So we don't. Yeah, exactly. Contact went very, very poorly.
Huh.
It's the I can fix her. Nope. I can fix these people. No. Anyways, so that's how we end these chapters.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts or anything?
No. Like we
Sorry,
did a good
cat's
job of
trying to
covering that.
Yeah. So, favorite character?
Ooh, that's a tough one. What's your favorite character?
Mine.
Our captain fighting on the front line, I think should keep getting kudos as long as he can.
Yeah.
But I also liked Morgaze's brief little spiel with Galad. Because we also got a little bit better insight as to what she really thought about Perrin, too.
Agreed. I keep going back to put some respect on my name. Egwene continues.
Oh, yeah. She was so smooth.
She continues to make me feel good about life. And then also Perrin for just being a solid friend. Like even to the wolves who he rejected for so long, he has so many feelings towards. And he wants to see justice for them. So I have a hard time choosing between the two.
Yep.
Alan's like tall mayonnaise.
I'll just pick Egwene.
Okay.
Can't catch up.
So next week we'll be doing 3 chapters again. We're doing 30, 31, and 32. So Men Dream here. Into the Void.
Ooh,
And A Storm of Light.
those are probably Rand chapters, the last 2 at least.
I can say Into the Void, we're going to a place where you've been before, but not on this podcast. It's a particular inn.
INN?
INN. Yeah, particular inn that you've been on their program.
Oh.
It's a little dusty.
Yeah, the Dusty Wheel.
Yeah, we're going to the Dusty Wheel Inn. Gonna meet Innkeeper Hatch.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
We should ask Matt Hatch. This is the chapter where Matt's actually in the book. So we should ask Matt to see if he wants to come on.
I forgot that was coming.
It's last minute, though. I don't know if he'll come on last minute. Okay, Matt. I know you're not busy.
5 minutes. Say hi.
Pop in 5 minutes. Say hi for your chapter about you. So,
Ooh,
Into
this
the
will be
Void.
fun.
Yeah, it's a great fun chapter.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So,
That's
any
good.
thoughts
I'm
about that? Starlight. Okay, just Rand chapters.
Storm. Yeah. Well, I mean, what was the first? Hold on a second. Should be writing these down. I was to say the Storm of Light. I don't know, that kind of makes me think of the storms that are happening in the dreamscape or that had happened at one point. I feel like we're gonna end up with a few more Perrin chapters, and he's finally gonna face Slayer, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
That's inevitable anyway, but I think it's happening sooner rather than later.
Maybe a big storm comes through and cripples the whole White Cloak army. And because they see everything as like, you know, divine justice under the light, that's proof that they were in the wrong to try and take on Perrin.
Yeah. I mean, men and dream here, you know, that's kind of men dream everywhere. Like we're, you know,
So it's going to be a brothel.
Yeah, probably actually, but we know it's the Dusty Wheel. But Into the Void, that's definitely like maybe the Tam and Rand conversation here.
Yeah.
We know Rand is agitated right now for whatever reason, so maybe Tam has to go calm him down and reintroduce him to the void. And maybe this is where Rand finally gets some closure. Like he still doesn't quite know who his parents are. He doesn't quite know why he was taken. Maybe we finally get some answers. That would be great.
Or we have hints that Grendel is kind of pulling strings, trying to force the confrontation between Perrin and the White Cloaks. It keeps getting stalled and delayed. Perrin's Tavernus is trying to keep that fight from happening, while Grendel is trying to force it to happen. And then there is word that gets to Tam that he has to leave camp. Tam leaves camp, but it was on false pretenses, and he was set up by Grendel. And maybe Tam is our first to die.
No.
Does he time travel first?
Well, we think he's dead, but he time traveled away from it.
Okay.
But that'll spark some shit.
That would. Fun times. All right. Well, how you can be found is at thewheelreads.com. Go check it out. Click the links, like, subscribe, do the things, join our Patreon, buy some merch, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for this week. So
Until next time.
Peace.
goodbye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving
Sure.
device ready and
Sure.
strapped on.
Oh, where are we going tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about? Sure.